All righty then. So forever before. So we are going to read this prescription. This one is not a prescription. This is my receipt for my glasses, for my lenses. Okay, so as I said, they have Poly slash CARB slash SPECTRAL. Then they have trans 123 Roman numbers and 1.5 GR slash BR. Then they have, oh, let's see. Then they have progressive, and then they have anti glare. Oh, so it was $70 because if you look at my videos, you'll maybe see me with my Gucci glasses on and the rims, the edge. She said that those are specially made lens, so they got to be made special. So that's what that's about. So that was $70, I guess, to make those lenses, and it came up to 411. So I guess the lenses was only about 250 or 350, and she got the 70. And then we have my prescription, and we are now gonna find out what it means. So I think, let me see if I can send it. I don't think I can. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I should be able to send it. It ain't coming. Oh, there we go. Okay, because I wanted to open it up. I want to read it from here. Okay, so it said eyeglasses prescription. It says how to read your eyeglass prescription from WebMD. So when you look at your prescription, okay, for eyeglass, you will see numbers listed under the headings of OS. I don't see no OS. No, no. And OD. They are Latin abbreviations. OS is oculus sinister, means the left eye. And oh well, on my prescription it says right and left, so I guess that some of them is like that. And OD, oculus dextrose, means the right eye. Occasionally you will see a notation for OU, which means something involving both eyes. In general, the further away from zero the number on your prescription, the worse your eyesight and the more vision correction, stronger prescription you need. A plus sign in front of the number. Plus sign in front of the number means you are farsighted. Okay. And a minus sign means you are nearsighted. These numbers represents di, di, diopters, the unit used to measure the correction or focusing power of the lens your eye requires. Deter, diopter, whatever, Diopter, is often abbreviated with D. So we don't have that. So, okay. For example, if your prescription says -100, yes, that's what it says. You have one depth of nearsightedness. So near, and that's in the right eye. This is fairly mild. This is a feel fair. You look fair. Fairly mild amount of nearsightedness. Nearsightedness. If you are negative 4.25, that means you have 4 and 1/4 diopters of nearsightedness. This is more nearsightedness than -100 and requires stronger thicker lenses. Similar, similarly, sim, similarly, plus 1.00 would be a small amount of farsightedness, and plus 5 will be more. For people who have astigmatism, hey Siri, how do you pronounce Astigmatism?
Okay, I found this on the web for how do you pronounce astigmatism. Check it out.
Astigmatism, astigmatism that you have. The bigger this number, okay, so the C, wait a minute, I went up. For people who have I went, for people who have astigmatism, there will be three numbers in your prescription. One, yeah, I guess that's the AX, yeah, AXIS. Okay, okay, now they get into my prescription. There will be three numbers. The general form for writing these numbers is S, C, and XS, AXIS. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. How do you pronounce AXIS?
I found an answer. It's displayed on your iPhone.
It's just I don't want to explain it. I want to bump it. Okay. So now the S refers to the spherical portion of the prescription, which is the degree of nearsightedness or farsightedness discussable. Okay, so SP, I have negative 0.75 in my left eye, in my right eye, and 0.75 in my left eye. So let's go back up. And they said, for example, if your prescription says negative 100, you have one diopter, DIOPTER of nearsightedness. Okay, that's a mile. That's a amount. So going back down to SP, they say the S refers to the spherical portion of the degree of the prescription, which is the degree of nearsightedness. So I got negative 0.75. That's what she was saying. She said, oh, well, your odds is really good because, oh, okay, it's not that much, not that much. So it's only 75% in the right eye of nearsightedness, right? So now I got the same amount in both eyes. So that means that I'm less. My astigmatism, right, is not that strong like it was before. So apparently they took out they took out some of it. It disappeared with the cataract, and it was the cataract that was causing me to be. I don't know, but whatever they did, that SPH is not the way it was before. Because before it was like 170, 470, something like that. I got my old prescription, so I'm gonna compare that one to this one. When I find it, I'll do a video on it. Okay, so now let's go on. So both eyes is not that far, not that much nearsightedness. Okay, so that's the S. The C refers to the cylinder or astigmatism, astigmatism and can be a negative or a positive number. Okay, so the right eye is negative 1.00 and the left eye is SPH, which is a degree of foreign mate. She was saying, I guess she was explaining that really nothing was in there. That I don't have no near side and I ain't got no far side in my left eye. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, signature and can be negative or a positive number. It measures in there to the degree of astigmatism that you have. The bigger this number, the more astigmatism you have, Lord Jesus. They say, Hey Siri, how do you pronounce Astigmatism?
I found an answer. It's displayed on your iPhone.
No. Astigmatism. Actimatism that you have. Astigmatism most often is caused by a cornea that is shaped more like a football than a baseball. And that's all. So I never knew that. So I guess that behind my eye is the shape, not so much the lens. It's the shape. So I guess the lens that's on my eye is not so much connected to the eye. So, and this is just my theory. Nobody told me this. I ain't read it, and this ain't got nothing to do with the Lord. This is my thoughts. So I'm thinking that the lens that was on my eye that I was born with did not really so much connect with the what is that? The cornea completely. So that caused me to have nearsightedness and farsightedness. So now I'm nearsighted, but I was more farsighted, where everything had to be brought to me. Okay. So now, okay, got that. So let's go on. The axis, AXIS, is a number anywhere between 0 and 180 degrees. It reveals the orientation of the actimatism. It is not enough to specify how much actinism there is. You have to know where the difference in curvature is taking place. Okay. So that's 0, 20. They said it can be between 0 and 180 degrees. So 0, 20 is the right eye, and 160 is the left eye. Why is that so high? So they gave an example of what a prescription. Okay. They gave an example for what a prescription for the eyes with astigmatism would look like. So they got negative 200 plus 1.50 times 180. Then they got another one plus 3.50 plus 3.00 times 45. The first prescription means that the person has dialotes of near, two diopters of nearsightedness. Okay. Two with 1.5 diopters of astigmatism and an AXIS of 180 degrees. Excuse me. So I got the 1.8. No, I got 160. So what they say? They say it reveals the orientation of it. So I guess that means that it. Let me see what orientation means because it got a lot of meaning. Let me see as far as that is concerned. Orientation is positioning and adaptation. The determination of the relative position of something or someone. So that is telling. I guess that lets them know exactly where it's at in the eye. 0.20 is the right eye. So that's where the degree of the astigmatism is at, right? Yeah. So the Agnes, I think I'm right. You can actually like something that turns, right? So I guess that's the eye behind there because the lens is just something you see through. But the eye itself, I guess it's a black ball or whatever. Yo, learning some stuff. The eye itself is what moves around. So I guess depending on which way I move my eye, that's where I don't know why I got in my head. That's where it's blocked at and I can't see too well. So that's where the glasses come in. So if it's at a 20-degree angle, and maybe the 20-degree angle is this way in this eye, so the medicine will be put in the lenses at that degree. And then when I move my eye that way and my eye settles in that area, the lenses allow it to pop out so I'm able to read clearly. I mean that's what I'm saying. Okay, so now let's go on. The second prescription means, which is plus 3.50 plus 3.00 times 45. The second prescription means that the person has a 3.5 DIOPTERS of farsightedness, 3 DIOPTERS of astigmatism, and the axis of 45 degree. So I don't know. I'm not into math and know the degree. So let's say the 45-degree angle is down this way. So that means that the medicine has to be put down here. That's what I'm presuming. Okay, so when I bring my eye down that way, I'll be able to see what I'll be able to see with the glasses, what I can't see without the glasses. Makes sense. Okay, so what I got in mind is my SP. Let's go back to the SP. The S refers to the superior portion of the prescription, which is negative 0.75. And that determines which degree of nearsighted. That determines how much negative is nearsighted and plus is negative minus is nearsighted and plus is farsighted. So I'm in both eyes. I'm negative because I before they was telling me before that my prescription for my eyeglasses, one eye was negative and one eye was positive. So that's what caused the craziness going on in my eye. So now when he put the lens in here, he told me that now this eye is going to be nearsighted and this eye is going to be farsighted. So that's going to cause me to be off balance, and I could see the difference as I would be walking. I could see this. This one would be way up here. And then when I would close my eye like this, I couldn't really see nothing. Well, let me correct myself. This eye, before they actually did I could see. It just was like a cloudiness. It wasn't clear. I wasn't seeing where that was pink. It looked more like a 2 or 5 shades lighter. Where the dark pink is, it looked at 5 shades lighter. And where the light pink is, it looked at 10 shades lighter. So I wasn't getting the full color because it was like a cloudiness. So now that they removed it, I'm able to see all the colors. But when it comes to reading, the words is not. See, now the glasses is for me to read and not so much for me to see. Where before my glasses was for me to see and to read. Okay. All right. So let's go right back on. So as I said, my nearsightedness is negative 0.75. My cylinder, which is how much at astigmatism is in the eye, and that is the right eye is 1, -1, so it's not that bad, and the left eye hardly is connected with the she got to explain that because it looked like there's nothing going on in my left eye. My left eye just seems perfect. Okay, so now let's go on. The A axis is the number anywhere, and it reveals the orientation of it, where it's actually located. So 020. So I guess 020 is 20%, and 160. I don't know. Is how much astigmatism is in the eye. So my left eye seems to have more in it, I guess. So now we got to get to the ad now. Let me see if they got any more. No, they don't have any more. Let me see what else. I'm trying to. Okay, so let's go back. Let me see what else I got. Because it's not telling me what the ad means. Because I got ad plus 2.50 and ad plus 2.50 for right. Yeah. I glasses, prescription. Okay, so making sense of your eye prescription chart. OD versus OS, one for each eye. Spare, SPH, and cylinder, SY. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm not going to stop. I was going to tell you to come. Start. Next time she said, I'm going to say, listen, can I just say something? You said you was. If you know something going on and you don't want to tell me, then after the fact, you shouldn't tell me. Okay, so let's go on. Okay, so the first part of it is making sense. Second, number two is OD versus OS. I don't have all that on my prescription. Okay. Next one is SPH, which I got, which is spare, short for spare. Hey Siri, what does SPHERE stands for?
On it.
All right, so all right, next one is CYL, which stands for cylinder. Then you got 5 AXIS. Then you got 6 ADD. Then you got PRISM 1 and 2. And then you got how they're measured. Then you got an example eye prescription chart. Then you got an eyeglass prescription be used to buy. Da 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 da. So let's go on. Okay, so they showing somebody's prescription. They got negative 9.00 as the SPHERE. So that's the left, that's the right, and then the OS is the left. And then they have add nothing, nothing, prim. Okay. The number on your eyeglass prescription relates to the shape of your eyes and strength of your vision. Okay. They can help you figure out whether you have nearsightedness, farsightedness, or as to ag, astigmatism. Lord Jesus, why can't I get that word? Let me go back in here. Let me just look it up because ASTIIG. Let me see. Trying to get it pronounced. They said a symptom of autism is blurry vision. Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Okay, let me just put pronounce. Okay, here we go.
Astigmatism. Astigmatism.
Okay, they can help you figure out where the thoughts are. Astigmatism, right? Did I say it right?
Astigmatism.
Stigmatism.
Astigmatism.
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 Astigmatism. Astigmatism. No, they said better. There's this little thing right here, and it says slow and practice. So they gave me a little green there. So you press the button.
Astigmatism.
So now you press practice. Astigmatism. I said it. See, good job. Good job. Yes, I'm excited because I have a list. Okay, so let's go back. Astigmatism, and to what degree? If you know what to look for, you can make sense of the numbers and abbreviations on your prescription chart. OD versus OS, one for each eye. Okay, OS is your right eye. It's short. OD is short for oculus dector, the Latin phrase for right eye. And OS is your left eye, which is short for oculus sinister. Your vision prescription may also have a column label OU. This is the abbreviation for oculus utrique, which means both eyes in Latin. These abbreviations, make it sound like it was in the bus. Okay. These abbreviation terms are common on prescription for glasses, contact lenses, and eye medicines. But some doctors and clinics have opted to modernize their eye prescription by using RE right eye and LE left eye instead of OD and OS. Mine's is straight up right and left. Okay, let's go. SP is spare. Spare indicates the amount of lens power prescribed to correct nearsightedness or farsightedness. Lens power is measured in diopter. So my lenses is only going to be 0.75. So not that, I guess not that much. If the number under this heading comes with a minus sign, you are nearsighted. So mine says minus. If the number uses this heading has a plus sign, you are farsighted. The term sphere means that the correction for nearsightedness or farsightedness is spherical or equal in all meridians of the eye. Okay. Cylinder indicates the amount of lens power. The amount of lens power. Okay, let me go back. The amount of lens power needed. Oh. Oh, so I'm understanding. In my right eye, I got negative 100. So that's how much power they need to put in the lens. Okay, so the lenses is 75, right? So I guess it's the thickness or the thinness. That's thick. Or the thinness of the lens. So that's 0.75, whatever that range of. When I see them, when I get them, I'll show you. The negative 100 is the lens power needed for the astigmatism in my eye, in the left eye, which is negative 1.00. It always follows the spare power on an eyeglass prescription. Okay. So the negative 75, the negative 75 is your prescription. The, the SPH, that's the prescription. The CYL is the power that you need in there, the lens power. Okay, the number in the cylinder column may have a minus sign for correction of nearsighted astigmatism. Uh, astigmatism. Okay, that G there. Astigmatism. So then, the number in the cylinder, which is negative 1.00 in my right eye, is how much I need to correct the nearsightedness in this eye, or plus sign for the farsighted. So since I'm nearsighted, I need negative 1.00 to push it away. Because nearsighted means that you need stuff to put away. Okay, if nothing appears in this column, you either don't have a as astigmatism, or your degree of astigmatism is so small that it doesn't need to be corrected. Oh, so that's what left. So in left side, there's nothing there. So the astigmatism in my left eye is so small that I don't even need nothing in there. Excuse me. So the lenses are the same. They right and left lens is the same 0.75. Right? I'm understanding my prescription now. The right eye, which I got negative 1.00, that's how much power of medicine that has to be put in the left eye to correct my nearsightedness. Right? And my right eye to correct my nearsightedness, but my left eye needs nothing. I just need the plain glasses. Now let's go over to the AXX. The term cylinder means that this lens power added to correct astigmatism is not superior, but instead is shaped so one meridian has no added curvature, and the meridian perpendicular to this, no added power, and it contains the maximum power and maximum to correct it. Okay, I understand that. I don't need to be reading it because I can't pronounce the word. Meridians of the eye are determined by superimposing a protractor scale on the eye front surface. The 90-degree meridian is the vertical meridian of the eye, and the 180-degree meridian is the horizontal. So this is what, let me show you the picture. This is what you see on their thing when they check your eye. Next time you'll go, anybody with glasses, pay attention. You'll see that there's numbers on that little thing that they put. Okay, look here. They tell you to look right here, and they shine a light. So this is what this determines your cylinder, how much lens power you need. Okay, meridians of the eye are determined by superimpose. Okay, they said that right. Okay, now we go to axis, which is 020 and 160. Axis describe the lens meridian that contains no cylinder power to correct. If an eyeglass prescription includes cylinder power, it also needs to include an axis value which follows the cylinder power. The axis is defined with the number from 1 to 180. Okay, so maybe that's the shape. The number 90 corresponds to the vertical mirror of the eye. Okay, so 90, I ain't got no 90. The right eye is 020. The number 180 corresponds to the horizontal. Okay, so it's 20. Okay, the axis is the lens that is 90 degrees away from the mirror that contains the cylinder power from. Okay, so I guess that's the Okay, and what they say the meriton is? The meriton of the eye are determined. Let me see. The meriton, let me go back up and see what meriton is. Oh, let me tell you. Okay, so that means that the lens power is instead of the meriton to go ahead to the internet. So there's no added power. Meriton of the eye is determined by superimposing a protractor scale on the eye's front surface. Okay. So I guess it determines which mine's is okay, so I want y'all to see this again. I don't know whether y'all can see the numbers. Can y'all see the numbers? Okay, so my number that's on my right eye is 020. So 020 is all the way down here. See it? 10, 20, 30. So it shows the line. You'll see the number 30. So mine's is 20. So I guess, let me go on. And my right eye is 160. So it's all the way over here. Okay. So now they say that the 90-degree mirror is a vertical. Let me see. Verticals is the eye. Meridians of the eye are determined by superimposing a protractor scale on the eye's front surface. The 90-degree meridian is the vertical meridian of the eye, and the 180-degree meridian is a horizontal. Ah, okay, so I got it. I got it. All right. So now let's go on. Let's see. We read that. So now we got the add. Add is the added magnifying power applied to the bottom part of the multifocal lenses to correct presbyopia, the natural farsightedness that happens with age. So that's why. That's it. That's dealing with age. Let me see. No, I'm trying to get. So that's something that farsightedness. So that's connected with the farsightedness of the eye that happens with age. The number appearing in this section of the prescription is always a plus power, even when you don't see a plus sign. Generally, it will range from plus 0.75 to plus 3.00, and it will be the same power for both eyes. Okay. So that's something that deals with age, and that's the magnifying. So I guess they're giving me that so I don't have no strain on my eyes. So the normal part of reading is good because I can read. So that I guess that's what they're saying. The normal part is of reading is good, but they're gonna magnify it due to the fact of age. So that way, I guess don't put no strain on the eyes. Just looking at a distance, I have all the rest of the medicine that I need. So they're gonna give me some extra power so that I can read with no problem. Okay, they got PRISM, which that's on my prescription, but it's nothing on it. This is the amount of prismatic power measured in prisma diopter or triangle when this prescribed to compensate for eye alignment problems. Only a small percentage of eyeglass prescriptions, and yeah, when presented, the amount of PRISM is indicated in either metric or fractional units, zero point 0.5 or a half, for example. And the direction of the prism is indicated by nothing, the relative position of its base thickness. Okay. Shear power, spear power, cylinder power, and add power always appear in DIOPTRs. They are in decimal form and generally are written in quarter DIOPTER increments, 0.24D. So what was they saying? So, yeah. Okay. Active vowels are whole numbers, values are whole numbers from 1 to 180. So that's the one that got 020 and 160. When prisma, okay, from 1 to, and signifies only a meridical location, not a power. So that's telling them where exactly the astigmatism is at, and the angle is at. So 020 is one angle, and 160 is another angle. So the left eye is at 160. Remember that picture I showed y'all? That picture. So the left eye tisma is more located at the 160 level, and the 160 is over on this side. So that means that, yeah, it's that's what 160. That's the left eye. Okay, so let's go on. All right, an example eye prescription chart. Okay, so let's they got an example here. Left eye, right eye is negative 200 SPH with no number. Axis had no number. Add plus 20. Prisma is zero point 0.5 BD. The right eye, no, that was right. The right eye. The left, what? No, no, I don't think so. Be right back. Okay, so let's keep going. So all right, so now, okay, so the right eye has -2, -2.00 SPH, no number. Wait a minute. Okay, the SPH is -2.00. The cylinder has no number. It's SPH. The axis AXIS has no number. The add is plus 200, 2.00. The prisma is zero point 0.5 BD. That's the right. The left, the left eye in SPH has -100. The cylinder is -0.50. Wow, that's like mine. My left eye doesn't have no cylinder in it, and my right eye does. Don't need no power. That's what the cylinder is for, the power. And 0.50, and the axis is 180, which my axis is 160, and that's for the left eye. And they add plus. Now they're going to break it down. In the right eye, OD, right eye, the eye doctor prescribed -2.00 D sphere for the correction of the nearsightedness. My doctor prescribed 0.75 for the correction of the nearsight. No cylinder power axis, which means no astigmatism. Astigmatism is present in this person's right eye, but it's present in my. I mean, in this person's right eye, it's not present, and it's not present in my left eye. Okay, the doctor chose to write SPH to confirm the right eye is being prescribed only for physical power. Some doctors, okay, so SPH is in my left eye in the cylinder, which means that I have no astigmatism inside there. Please excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Astigmatism in my left eye. So I'm supposed to get the same prescription or no prescription in my left eye for the cylinder. So he says the doctor chose to write SPH to confirm the right eye is being prescribed only superior superior power. I can't be no eye doctor. These words is just too much. That's why you gotta go to college so you can pronounce this word. Some doctor, okay. The left eye OS was prescribed negative 100 for nearsightedness correction, negative 0.50 D cylinder for the correction. A cylinder power with axis at the 180 minute. This means that the horizontal 180, and this explains the 020 and the 160 in my axis. This means that the horizontal 180-degree mirror of the eye has no added power for that, and the vertical 90-degree gets the eye added 0.50 D from the cylinder calendar. Okay, so 180. Let me see. Let me go back. 180, 180, and you get 160. Okay, so this means that the horizontal 160-degree meridian of the eye has no power for incision, and vertical 90-degree gets added. Put it in the pouch, the little thing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I understand that now. Okay, so here we go. Let me see if I can explain it. My cylinder power is no. Oh, okay. My cylinder power for my right eye is negative 100. And the axis is 020. So that means that the horizontal of the 020 mirror of the right eye has no power for the astigmatism, which I have in my right eye. Wait. Okay. 160. Okay, so both of them. Wow. Let me read that again. A cylinder, let me read that. They got 180 exit, right? So that 180 AXIS means that the horizontal of the 160-degree meridian of the eye has no added power for the autism. So I guess the higher the axis is, the less power you need in that eye. The lower it is, then the doctor has to give you some correction in the eye. So my right eye is 020. Let me go back to that chart. And 020, which would be like 20. So I guess the less amount that you have, the less medicine you need. The higher the amount, the more medicine. No, the higher the amount is the less medicine. And the less amount. Okay, so the higher the axis is, the more medicine you need in your cylinder to correct the actisma. No, let me correct that. The higher the AXIS is, the less medicine you need in your cylinder, or no medicine. So I don't need no medicine to correct my nearsightedness in my left eye. I just need my lens and I go about my business and put some reading medicine in it. Make the lens or the reading medicine, however it is, 2.50. Whereas the right eye needs a negative 1.00 amount of power to correct the astigmatism in my right eye at a 20-degree. Follow me? Okay. All right. So let's go add. Okay. So let's go back to the example. Let me see there. The add power of plus 22D for the correction. Okay, so I got 2.50. So that's just correcting my vision for me to read. And I already saw them because they give you the How is it they when you go to see it, they put those things on your face and they tell you to read it and which one look better. So when they finished correcting and I told them which one looked better and which one looked good and they put them together, I was able to see everything clearly. I could read the letters because apparently what they saying is that I got 20/20 in my vision. I can see 20/20. I can see it far off. I can see it close. But reading was the issue. So once I put the glasses on, I'll be able to see everything. Well, let me put it this way: I'll be able to see everything clearly, so that I can see clearly. I can still read, but they want to put the extra in there so that I won't be straining my eye. Okay. Your eye doctor may also write specific lenses recommended on your eyeglasses prescription. They might suggest anti-reflective coating, photochromic lenses, and or progressive lens. Okay. Also, that's what progressive is. We got the understanding that's on here. So progressive is no line, multifocals for a younger you. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so what else they say? What's photo? Okay, photochromic lenses. Is that on here? No, that look that up. Transitions and other light adaptive. Okay, so I guess that's what the but progressive. So that's the transition part. Oh, okay, so and we got reflective, anti-reflective coating. So that's what you got down here. Can eyeglass prescriptions be used to buy contact lenses? No, you cannot use your glasses prescriptions to buy. No, that's different. Eyeglass prescription only works for the purchase of eyeglasses. It does not contain certain information that is crucial to a contact lens prescription. Okay, eyeglass lenses are positioned at a distance from the eyes, while contacts rest directly on the eyes. That distance affects the lens power required for eyes to focus properly. In addition to the information in the eyeglass prescription, a contact lens, okay, also the power of an eyeglass prescription frequently is modified when determining the best contact lens power. Oh wow. Your eyeglass prescription is yours to keep. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, is the U.S. government's consumer protection agency. Their prescription release rule requires that eye doctors give patients a copy of the eyeglass prescription at the end of an eye exam that includes a refraction. What's a refraction? No. Okay, there was some eyeglass places that I didn't get my prescription. They kept them because I think it probably was because I was getting everything from within the store. But once I found out that I I'm I can get it and I'm supposed to have it every time I get my eyes checked and a prescription is written, I take it. I get it. The prescription release rule is intended to allow the portability of your eyeglass prescription, giving you the freedom to buy glasses from any vendor of your choice. Your eye doctor must give you a copy of the prescription whether or not you ask for it. Remember that, you guys. Eye doctors may not condition the release of the prescription on your agreement to purchase eyeglasses from them, or nor may the eye doctors may not condition the release of your prescription on your agreement to purchase. So they can't say, "Oh no, we can't give it to you unless you're buying from here." If you think your eye, nor may they charge you an extra fee to release your prescription. If you think your eye doctor has violated this rule, you can report the problem to the FTC. Okay, so I want to. Okay, so we got that understanding, right? Y'all got the understanding? I got the understanding. I understand my prescription now. I just sent that page so that I would, you know. Let me see if I can. My phone is dying, dying, dying. All right, so I gotta charge my phone. Okay, so let's see. What else is there to learn? I want to go back to. Um, all right, so that is my video. That is my video. So now, okay, so wait a minute. I need to look up Poly. P Poly. Mm, Ly slash wait slash CARB. All right, here we go. Okay, polycarbonated lens. What are they? Warby Parker. Warby Parker. Okay, let's say they tell you here. Okay, polycarbonated lens or a type of eyeglass lens made of a strong yet lightweight plastic. Ah, they designed to withstand impact, correct vision issues, and give your glasses a streamlined appearance with their thin profiles. In fact, we're such big fans that polycarbonate lenses come standard in all Warby Parker frames. I should have went there and got my frames. That means that they're automatically. Since entering the glasses scene in the 1980s, polycarbonate lenses have become one of the most popular lens choice. But why is this type of plastic so prolific? What does it have that glass and other lens material don't? Read on to learn about the benefits of polycarbonated lenses and why you should consider them to complete your frames. Oh, these are lenses. Okay. How are polycarbonated lenses used? These are the type of lenses that I got. Because they are both transparent and sturdy, polycarbonated lenses can be utilized in both standard prescription glasses and safety glasses or goggles. They're also the lenses of choice for highly active people and kids. They're often found in children's glasses and sports eyewear. Polycarbonate isn't just found in eyeglass lenses. However, the material has historic lights, CDs, helmets, including ones worn by astronauts and other industrial needs. Polycarbonate carbonate lenses advantages and disadvantages. Wondering if polycarbonated lenses are right for you? Check out their many strengths and other factors below. Advantage: impact resistance. Polycarbonated lenses have consistently proven to be one of the most impact resistant lenses on the market. They are not likely to crack, chip, or shatter if they're dropped or hit with something. That much is true. Because I had my Gucci frames as well as those lenses that's in there. I had them for a while. Thin, lightweight, weight, comfortable design. Polycarbonate lenses combine excellent vision correction with a thin profile up to 30% thinner than standard plastic or glass lenses. Unlike some thicker lenses, polycarbonate lenses can accommodate strong prescriptions without adding too much bulk. That is true because my glasses was plus 400 and something. And you would never know. Only when you put them on. When you put my glasses on, you gotta be like, whoa. So I put them on after my eyes was done. I was like, oh no, no, no. Their lightness also helps them rest easily and comfortable on your face. Yep, because sometimes there was times I forgot they was on my face and I'm looking like, where are my glasses? They're right on my face. Versatility. You can add a variety of different coatings and treatments to polycarbonated lenses, including anti-reflective coatings and blue light and filtering coatings. Polycarbonated lenses can also be progressive lenses, which features multiple zones of vision correction. UV protection. Polycarbonate lenses are ready to shield your eyes from UVA and UVB rays straight out of the gate. You have built-in UV protection, no additional no additional treatments needed. Disadvantage of the polycarbonate lens is the cost. Polycarbonated lenses tend to cost a little bit more than regular plastic lenses. That being said, their longevity can make the slight uptick in price well worth it. Other lenses run a greater risk of breaking and needing to be replaced. Worth noting, at Warby Parker, polycarbonated lenses come standard with your frames at no additional cost. So when you buy these frames and you getting prescription lenses, you ain't got to pay for that extra stuff. See, I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it. See, it checked. I got to pay for it. Okay. Not suitable for every prescription. When it comes, these are the disadvantage. Okay. Yeah, disadvantage. When it comes to prescription with very high powers, polycarbonate lenses have their limits. People with especially strong prescriptions are severe astigmatism. Here we go with that word again. Astigmatism may experience some visual distortions when looking through polycarbonated lenses. Okay, so since mine's is not that bad now, I'm good. If your prescription is stronger than plus slash negative 4.0, then high index lenses may be for you. We carry 1.67 and 1.74 high index options. Well, mine's ain't in no four, thank God. My prescription is not in four. They wasn't four before. I wish I'd have read that before. Okay. Your optometrist or optician should be able to determine what kind of lens is best for your prescription. And we always recommend following their advice. Yeah, so that's the lens I'm getting. Need scratch resistant coating. Polycarbonated lenses can get marked up if they have been given a scratch resist. If they haven't been given a scratch resistant, uh, they don't have a scratch code on there. Wow. automatic. This okay. Scratch resistant coating. Fortunately, this kind of coating is automatically applied to all of our polycarbonated. I need to go to Warby Parker. I got some glasses from them already. I bought two frames from them. I think one of the lenses, if I'm correct, I think I got them to fulfill one of my prescriptions, and I think that was a small one. Uh, Polycarbonated lenses come standard without frames and are included in the price. Only lens versus other type. Polycarbonated lenses typically have a leg up against other types of lenses. Here how they compare. Okay, so I'm a, I'm gonna get a second pair, and I might get them. I already got a frame already. Excuse me. Let me see. They got home trial. I forgot about that. All right.
Kershaw Newsella Rosetta Kershaw church member.
Hey sis.
Yeah, quickly, let me tell you this. You're not